I thought my husband was being sweet by making me smoothies every morning until I caught him in the kitchen with his pants down, doing something unspeakable with the blender. I'm so disgusted, I don't even know what to say to him. Yep, you read that right. Absolutely at a loss here. So, my husband is 34 and I am 33, and we are married for 8 years. He recently started making me an energy smoothie on mornings before I go to the gym. He has been doing this for the past couple months. I used to make them myself, and when he started getting up early wanting to do it for me, I thought it was such a sweet thing. This morning, I walked into the kitchen and caught him with his pants down, doing something highly inappropriate, using one hand on himself and the other holding the blender container in front of him. He hadn't noticed me because his eyes were closed. He was very, shall we say, engrossed. I didn't quite believe what I was seeing. I said, "What are you doing?" This whole moment is kind of a blur, but what I remember is he got startled a bit. He stopped doing what he was doing and started to say something, but then he just finished right into the blender. The fast-forward version of what happened after is that we had a huge fight. I was just in shock and so disgusted, I felt like I didn't even know him. Why the hell would he do something like that? He kept insisting this was the only time he'd done it. I said that's bullshit because ever since he started making the smoothies, they tasted a little different in a way I couldn't place. I'd shown him exactly how to make them, so I realized I'd just found the reason why. He kept denying it and saying I was imagining a different taste. So, if he's done it before, he's not admitting. He wouldn't answer the why either. First said it was just a joke. Then said he wasn't thinking, and it seemed like a hot idea in the moment because he was horny. Yeah, okay, says the guy with the sex drive of a rock who barely even looks at porn, let alone initiates anything with me. I'm like, so were you gonna blend all that shit up like that and give it to me? He goes, what the F, of course not. Why would I do that? Well, I don't know, why would you just finish right into my smoothie in the first place? So, he just kept being defensive, then aggressive, and eventually said this was going to make him late for work, and stormed off upstairs to get dressed. He didn't even have to go to work for another hour. I'm so furious. I feel so gross and just angry. We've been in marriage counseling since the summer, and I thought things were really turning around. We used to argue a lot, and now we hardly ever do until this. He cut back a lot on his gaming, started doing his share of chores around the house, and I stopped micromanaging him about it. I've started losing weight. It seemed like things were well on their way to being like when we first got married. Now I've caught him doing this. Now I'm wondering if the whole reason he started making my smoothies wasn't actually a gesture to show he cares about me like our counselor talked about. I can't imagine facing him tonight. What do I say? What should I make of this? Why would he possibly think that's okay? Best comments. I think this is an act of spite because he doesn't want to change, and this is his way of getting back at you. You even said you were micromanaging him. Nobody likes to be controlled, but in this situation, it doesn't matter. He has no excuse for his actions. Seriously consider divorce at this point because I am not sure how you can come back to a relationship when he shows such disrespect and malice towards you. Thank you for this possibility that really puts everything into a seriously disturbing perspective for me. He was very reluctant to go to counseling. He dragged his feet making changes, not huge things either. I don't expect the impossible. Simply help out more instead of spending 12 hours a day gaming. Then one day, the switch flipped and he realized he needed to care and change. Or so I thought. Now I'm questioning everything. Do you think you can trust him after something like this? I have no effing idea. I can't know, I'm mortified. I'm just shocked he could do this. No, I don't know how I can trust him now, especially considering maybe the changes he made weren't even genuine. That's why he's been so complacent and civil around the house. He has been doing this and it is giving him so much spiteful satisfaction. He not only violated your trust, he lied about it to your face when questioned after he was caught red-handed. You need to seriously consider if you want to stay married to him. This would be a deal breaker for me. Someone who is that messed up to tamper my food like that, imagine what else they are willing to do to you.